Hey, thanks for checking out our show. If you like what you hear, we have tons of additional content at patreon.com/themedialunchbreak. Hiya.
Oh, hiya.
I don't know if that was a hiya or a hiya.
Why can't it be both?
You know what? That's how I've always said I want people to greet me, is both with a hiya and a hiya.
Yeah.
Keep me on my toes.
Keep you surprised.
There is somebody mowing the lawn. It is 8 in the goddamn PM, as one of my favorite movies, Raising Arizona, as one of the characters says in that, 8 in the goddamn PM. And someone's mowing the lawn. Yeah. So apologies if people can hear that.
Who the fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck is going on around here?
How shitty does your home life have to be for you to be like, well, perfect time to spend the evening with the wife and kids. You know what I'm going to do instead?
I'm going to mow the goddamn lawn.
Literally anything else.
Anything I can possibly get my hands on.
Any excuse that works.
Yeah. Oh my God. That's the sign of a meth dealer.
How are you?
I'm
Speaking
good.
of meth dealers, how are you?
Oh, I'm well. Thank you. Business is up.
Yeah, great. Can't wait to get a phone call from the Department of Homeland Security or whatever. They do everything now, I think.
I think they're just a catch-all at this point.
Yeah, DEA? Is that who does drugs?
Yep.
Well, they don't do drugs.
Hey.
They might.
No judgment.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a safe space.
This is a safe space.
Unless you're a narc.
Yeah. Department of Tobacco and Firearms?
Down to fuck?
Yep, the DTF.
DTF? But they don't do... No, they're tobacco and firearms.
Yeah, they don't handle meth.
That's the DMF.
No.
The DM meth.
What is this? Anyway, I'm good. How are you?
Full of meth. Just riddled with it.
You're welcome, by the way. Oh, you got my package.
God, yeah, sure did.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. See how this moved from drugs to gay jokes?
Yeah.
So quickly.
Seamlessly, I will say.
I don't feel great.
No?
No, I've been sick a lot this year, and it's hard for me to pinpoint what percentage of it is because gestures vaguely and broadly, you know, the world and sickness.
Sure.
And what percentage of it is because my child just started going to school.
Right. Sorry. There's a fucking text chain going off right now, and it's driving me up a fucking wall. It's just, I don't want to be a part of this right now.
Wow.
You ever get put on a text chain and you're like, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care about this.
Only from Democratic politicians.
I don't care. And it's going off and you're trying to talk, and I'm actually for once trying to listen to what you're saying.
Wow.
And just
it must be important.
I know. Well, I don't know. I can't. How the fuck should I know? Because this fucking text message, it's going off the whole time.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Tell him to fuck off.
That's what I did.
Okay, good.
And now it's going off twice as much.
Tell him you've got meth to cook.
So you were saying you're sick and something about your kids in school.
I'm sick as a dog.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never understood that. Are dogs generally sick? I'm sick as a sick dog. And I've been sick a lot.
Really?
Yeah. You haven't noticed that like every other week I'm like, I'm sick.
Yeah, but I just thought you were a pansy.
Well, there's a little bit of both.
Yeah, both my kids were sick this week, so that was
I got
fun.
it from them then.
Yeah.
Bunch of assholes.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You got my package.
That's right. Sure did.
It was in there.
Of just riddled with viruses.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, my COVID-laden methamphetamines.
It's a new strand I'm working with. Okay.
Of which one?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not both? Why can't we have both?
Yeah, that's what I've always liked about meth, is it keeps the customers happy and very, very sad. So why not bring COVID along for the ride?
At this point, what difference does it make?
I don't even know if that's what I have.
Okay.
I don't even know if this is COVID.
Okay.
I think it might be stress-induced, again, gestures vaguely.
Just all around stress.
Yeah, bleh, just bleh. I'm very stressed out. I got a job.
And that's why you're stressed out.
That's part of the reason, yeah.
Because now you're stressed like the rest of us because you have a job.
I have 2 jobs.
Oh, you do have 2 jobs.
Yeah, because we talked off mic about one of them.
Right.
So yeah, that's going on. I'm filling out tons of forms. That's why I thought about the Department of Homeland Security, because now there's a whole form you have to fucking fill out with them.
Oh, really?
To prove that I'm not an illegal.
A meth dealer.
No, they don't care about that.
Yeah, they could care less about that.
They don't care about the drugs. They care if you're brown.
Yeah, good old fashioned American meth dealer. That's what we want in this country.
Yeah, they don't care if you're Mexican.
No, don't finish the rhyme. No. No, that's fine. I was going to start the show, but you finish what you were going to say.
Mexican.
Oh, yeah, everybody. Welcome to the Media Lunch Break. Bring you all of your comic, geek, and movie news all in the time it takes to eat a good sandwich.
Careful.
And finish a horrible rhyme. My name is Chris Triebel. Alongside me, as always, is my co-host, Andrew Dunn. Say hello. Say hola, Andrew.
Damn it. You beat me to the joke. I was going to say hola. Son of a bitch.
Yay, I did it. I win.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
I don't speak Spanish.
Sure you don't, essay.
No sé. No entiendo.
Oh, you sure sound like you speak Spanish.
Lo siento. No entiendo. No trabajo aquí.
Yeah, keep going. Give me 1 second.
Este es el jefe.
I'm texting ICE as we speak.
Oh, no. I could use some ice in my drink. You don't mean, what does that stand for? Immigration Customs
Excuses.
Enforcement?
Oh.
These enemas.
It stands for...
I was going to say, in case of emergency?
I think so.
In case of emigrants?
We're so dumb that that's probably what it would be.
They're going to come for us. And not for the meth.
No, they're going to leave the meth.
They're going to take the meth. They're just not going to report it.
Oh, that's true.
They're going to take the meth, and then they're going to take the meth.
Well, I hope they enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and their COVID that I laced it with.
That's right. Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
Oh, God.
Andrew, what are we talking about today?
Chris.
Yes?
I've got the runs and you're attracted to men. I like to think that during Top Gun Maverick, Glenn Powell asked Tom Cruise.
No, keep going.
I'm trying, man. Glenn, I need to just turn off the video on you whenever I do these because seeing you laugh breaks me up. I like to think that during Top Gun Maverick, Glenn Powell asked Tom Cruise what the secret was to making a good action movie, and Cruise said, "Running, man." And a light bulb went off above his head. The year is 2025. Corruption runs rampant as a tyrannical government forces the working class to live in slums with no hope of ever escaping poverty and destitution. Chris already knows the punchline. Watch this. You want to take a crack at the punchline?
No, I would hate to steal it away from you. Please go ahead.
But enough about American politics. What did you think of The Running Man?
There it is. All right. Yeah, I'm trying to think. That was actually a pretty good sum up. Yeah, it's a television show. And Glenn Powell's like, hey, I'm going to go on it because my kids are sick and I need some moolah. And that's what you do in this world. Is you go on TV.
Kid's been taking too much COVID meth.
Yep. And he's like, I'm going to try out for one show. And they're like, nope, you're going to be on this other show where we kill you.
Actually, he's like, I'm going to try out for literally every show except this one.
All the shows except the one where they kill you at the end. And then they're like, hey, we're going to do the one where we kill you at the end.
Or in the beginning, if you're bad enough at it.
Or in the beginning, if you're bad at it.
Yeah.
Or in the middle, if you're just okay.
That's right. Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed this movie. I'll say this up front. This is tanking at the box office, and I'm a little surprised that it's doing so poorly. Especially when the fact that it's up against...
I know, yeah.
Now You See Me 3.
All the movies that Fandango was trying to get me to buy tickets of while I was trying to get my ticket for this one, I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, it's a lot of stuff that I'm like, I don't even know what this movie is.
Yeah. Now You See Me 3. They made 3 of those. I've yet to meet a single person who's seen 1 or 2.
How is it not Now You 3 Me?
That sounds sexy.
God damn it. Oh, because that was the caption for the movie. That was the subtitle for the movie game. What's the three-way gangbang? Tennis gangbang? Challengers.
Now You 3 Me.
Now You 3 Me.
That's good. I like that. Working title.
Yeah.
I really had a good time with this. I think this is, I don't know if this is one of Edgar Wright's best. I think it's a really strong movie. Let me put it this way. And I'm not saying like this is, that's not a knock against Edgar Wright's direction in this. What I'm saying is it's so different from what he normally does in that it's kind of mainstream. It's more mainstream than he's ever been before. That it's hard to be like, oh, this is like one of his best movies because like his other movies are so different from all of this. Glenn Powell, I think, is great in this. I think the whole cast is really strong in this. And I think that, you know, in a movie like this, it's about a guy simply being on the run and trying to escape death. And this kind of happened with, what the fuck is it called that we just talked about it? Caught Stealing?
Oh, sure. I thought you meant the other Richard Bachman movie we talked about, The Long Walk.
Yeah. But this is, although a little bit like that too, where I went, there are moments in this where I legit went, I don't know how he's getting out of this. I really don't. I know he's going to, but I can't see how he's going to get out of this. And that's enough to keep me entertained. And like I said, I think the pacing on this is really good. I think overall it's a very strong movie, and I'm really disappointed more people aren't going to see this. What did you think of this?
I mostly am right there with you.
Okay.
There's a couple things I wish it had, like some of the pacing for me is not bad, but it's different than I would have liked it to be. Mm-hmm. I think it revs up right away, which I think is more your style. I would like it to sort of be like almost start off as like sort of a, man, we haven't even watched it yet together. We've been talking about doing this forever, but and making a commentary on this movie. But my favorite movie, The Blues Brothers, starts with them running it's timed perfectly, so you don't even know if it's them running a red light or a yellow light. It's like right as the light is changing. Yeah. And a police officer pulls them over, and they pull over, and then they just drive off. And from there, it builds and builds and builds incrementally and slowly until there's like 700 cop cars chasing them at the end of the movie. Right. I do wish there was a little bit of that here. It starts at a 10 and then it just stays at a 10 the entire time, which again is it's not the wrong choice.
It's just a different choice.
Yeah. And in fact, it's very different from what Edgar Wright usually does, which, and prepare to be surprised, I appreciate.
100%.
We have talked a lot about certain writers of comics and filmmakers that, they're good, but every time I crack open a book or start the movie, I'm like, oh God, it's the same. It's good. I love it, but it's the same shit again. Mm-hmm. And Edgar Wright, I've always said the thing he does super well is that he spaces his movies out really far. Right. So you never get like oversaturated with his style of filmmaking. But I was worried it would start to happen. Yeah. And here we are. He's trying some different stuff. He's trying more mainstream, and beyond the ticket sales being bad, because that I can kind of understand for a couple of reasons. One, what is this movie? A remake of that movie that wasn't very successful with Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever, like a million years ago? Right. Do I really want to see that? Also, and even there's an element to like Glenn Powell, who like he's still not quite the A-lister that I think he's probably going to become. There's nobody in this who's a name other than maybe Josh Brolin. But even that is like, yeah, I guess maybe, for regular average people. Yeah. Oh, and on top of that, the economy's fucking dog shit, right? All movies have been doing bad for the past 6 months because nobody has any money. Yeah. But beyond that, what's surprising me is the critical reviews that are just slamming this movie. I watched a bunch of YouTube reviews. All of them said the movie was bad. They all said it was lacking the Edgar Wright treatment, which I do agree with to an extent. It's definitely not as Edgar Wrighty as his past films have been, but neither was. And I feel like most of his fans or most moviegoers probably skipped this one. Last Night in Soho is very much not an Edgar Wright film. I mean, it is, but it's not. It doesn't feel like one. And it's also a very, very good movie.
For sure.
This feels like a love letter to those movies, to the shitty action movies of the 80s and 90s, Escape from New York and Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah. And it feels like those movies where it's just go, 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 go. And it delivers what it promises too, right? Like you watch the trailers and you're like, well, this is about a man running from shooting and explosions and everybody's trying to kill him. And that's what this movie is. I agree with you as well that there are parts where I was like, I don't know how he's going to get out of this. It's very much also, which I appreciate, not a remake of the original film. And it is instead a pretty accurate adaptation of the original book.
100%.
It's really good. It's a lot of fun. To me, we'll talk about it in spoilers. I don't think the ending... They make a bold choice at the end. I don't know that I prefer that. Again, it's not a bad choice, but it's just a personal preference. Sure. I'm still not sold on Glenn Powell. Yeah. I feel the same way about him that I felt about Tom Cruise and just about everything I've ever seen him in, which is his eyes are really good at acting. His face is really good at acting. I believe his body. Like, I can tell he's feeling things. Like, the things he's feeling are very real.
I believe his body, too.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I can tell that what he's going through stuff, and it feels very real. But as soon as he speaks, I just don't believe him anymore in those areas where like he's talking about it feels very presentational a lot of the time. That being said, it doesn't hurt this film particularly, just sort of at the beginning before, the man starts running. But I was sort of like, yeah, right, I guess. Yeah, he's palling it up.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I think this movie is a solid 8 or 9 out of 10. Like I think it's
100%
really good.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that it's not making more money, getting more butts and seats. And it's a shame that critics are saying it's not very good. Almost all of the bad reviews I've heard about this are, I was really expecting to see a movie by the guy who did the Cornetto trilogy. And instead I got, this other action movie. And I'm like, well, yeah.
What do you, that's what
There's
only so much you can do. That is, you know what I mean?
Regardless, you got the movie that the trailer said it was going to be.
Yeah.
Why did you go to see it if you weren't interested in watching that movie?
Yeah. This is a story about, it's a story that is prominent to today, which by the way, and you probably have this in like Easter eggs or something, but like the book itself, which came out in 1982, takes place right here in 2025.
I said it I already said it in our joke. I said the year is 2025.
But yeah, it's crazy. It's great.
I think that might have been intentional on Edgar Wright's part.
I'm sure on Edgar Wright's part was like, this is the year it actually.
And I have it in my notes as well. I just wrote the words while I was watching the movie. I wrote the words extremely timely.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say, that this whole story is extremely timely.
Yeah.
But I do like that. And it goes to places which I won't get into here until we get into spoilers. But it goes into places that are timely and talks a lot about media and the dangerous power that they have, especially in a day like today.
Yeah.
But it never felt to me, it didn't feel so heavy handed where I'm like, I get the point.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
agree.
I mean? I think they balanced it out with the story. And I think the story went where it needed to go, to a logical conclusion, and it grows and it expands and it gets bigger and bigger, and the scope gets bigger and bigger of what happens while he's running.
Yeah.
And who his media persona becomes. But it still never felt like, you jumped the shark with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It never felt like, you just, there was two things. There was never a point where I went, well, you went from A to B because you had to go from A to B.
Yeah.
And we're just going to wash over how we get to A to B. It may every jump and the way it gets bigger and bigger, it makes sense to me.
I agree.
And also, it just, like I said, it's mixed with the action so well that it doesn't feel heavy handed to it.
Yeah.
It never felt like I was like, this is someone up on a soapbox, screaming about the dangers of big media.
Yeah.
This is just a good story that happens to be about the dangers of big media.
I disagree that there are some scenes in this that are so inherently Edgar Wright. Like,
yeah,
there's a part in the trailer where he's like, I've got a grenade, and he throws it.
Michael Cera in the movie. That's the most Edgar Wright movie you could possibly.
He's only been in one Edgar Wright movie, right?
I know, but it feels like, yeah.
So there's a part that's in the trailer, so hopefully this isn't a spoiler, but where Glenn Powell's got a grenade and he pulls the pin and he's like, I've got a grenade, and he throws it at the guy from an elevator, and the guy just catches it. He just stops it with his foot and says, back at you, and kicks it back in. And then Glenn Powell's got this grenade in his hand and he's trying to figure out, like, that's such an Edgar Wright style scene.
It is.
And I think something that Edgar Wright is doing with this movie is making an Edgar Wright film without using Edgar Wright gimmicks.
Yes.
The quick cuts and the
fast zoom.
Yes, the zooms and the transitions and the audio switch, like trickery and stuff like that.
Right.
He's not doing quick transitions. He's making an action movie.
Right.
But it still, to me, feels like an Edgar Wright film. Like, there's nothing in this that feels like a departure. There's nothing in this that's like, oh, was this Steven Spielberg? Who was this? It still, to me, feels like a pretty solid Edgar Wright action comedy.
Yeah. In a way, this guy should be applauded for being like, I've done this stuff here with the Cornetto trilogy. Let me show you a whole other side that I can do.
I agree. Part of me wonders if these people missed what he's been doing since the Cornetto trilogy. Like, he did Baby Driver, which was so good.
That's right. He did do Baby Driver, and it's good.
It's amazing.
It is.
And also, I think Last Night in Soho is really good, too. And it's a pretty traditional horror film. It doesn't feel like an Edgar Wright movie. I think he is trying to strip down his art until it's inherently Edgar Wright. And I think he's succeeding.
I gotta give Baby Driver another look.
It's fantastic.
It's so good.
As long as you can get around. Here's the thing. It's really good.
Until Kevin Spacey shows up.
It's a really good thing that Kevin Spacey is playing the bad guy.
Yeah, that's true.
It makes it easier.
It does make it easier.
I wrote here, I get why Tom Cruise and Glenn Powell work well together. I don't believe him when he speaks. It feels presentational, but yeah. Coleman Domingo is a treasure.
Isn't he just?
He's so good. Are those all of the notes I have before we get into spoilers? I think it is.
I honestly don't have much to say before getting into spoilers.
Go see this movie.
Because it's so good. It's definitely worth going to see. It's definitely worth going to see in a theater.
In theaters.
Yeah. This is one we've talked about. Like, is it worth the $20 to go see? You know, wait for it for streaming. Not this one. This one is worth going to see in a theater. Catch it before it leaves theaters. It's worth the ticket price. If you don't, it's a travesty, and definitely catch it on streaming. But if you can go, it's worth the $20. It's 100% worth the $20. All right. You ready to get into spoilers? Yes. Let's get into spoilers. I have some notes that weren't in spoilers. And as I read them, I was like, those are spoilers. And so now I'm moving them to a separate section in my notes. That's not Spanish if you're still listening, Department of Homeland Security. Yeah, so get off my lawn. I love Where is Thumpkin plays at the beginning. Did you catch that? Near the beginning of the movie. Oh, yes. Yes. So weird. Such a great choice. That's such an Edgar Wright thing. I literally was like, is this Where is Thumpkin? I was listening to it and I was like, I literally thought like, this is the most Edgar Wright move you could possibly. So good. You could possibly do. What else? I wrote here, slowest growing facial hair of all time. That's true. That's fair. After a month, that guy should have a full beard. Yeah. Yeah. Which, to be fair, I don't think it has been a month. I think it's been like 2.5 weeks. It's been 18 days, I think they say at one point. President Arnold is pretty good. That was pretty good. Part of me was like, are they going to say the president's Donald Trump? But like you said, it's not heavy handed. Right. They don't go in that direction. It's just, regular Republican president. Regular Republican president Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, that's right. Twists. There's so many twists in this. They killed his family, we think. That blew me away. When I probably should have seen it coming. When they were like, oh, we killed your family or whatever. I was like, whoa, it totally blew me away. And then they want him to win to give him his own show. Right. Super big twist that I was not expecting. And then when he and his family come back at the end, I also was not expecting that. The thing that I think does it sort of a disservice, the book ends with he chooses to fly the plane into the studio. The building. Yes. And that's kind of it. And then in this movie at the very end, he's like, just kidding, I'm back. There's this guy in the movie who is he's like a YouTuber, I guess, about whatever the Running Man. Yeah, whatever the equivalent is. Because, the Freevee people won't allow it. So I'm sure it's like some underground series of tapes or something that he spreads out. But this guy does a video on how that jet has a automatic escape pod. And so I think my guy's still alive. And then we actually see him as well. And he comes back and I'm like, let me ask you this question. Okay. Do you think that's real? Okay. I was going to bring that up to you. Okay. So I'm going to cut all this out to you. Make it look like I said it first. Ah, God damn it. No, I won't. Okay. But because what I was going to say is I think it would make the point a lot stronger if it just cuts. And if that's kind of the end, or we see how the world is moving on since that event might have been a little better. Right. I agree, because he has a pretty nasty gash. I think there's a good chance, and I'm of course it's open to interpretation, but I feel like he's got that pretty nasty gash on his belly, which, by the way, in the book describes it as his intestines are falling and dragging on the ground, and even get caught on armchairs while he's trying to make it to the cockpit and stuff. Very graphic. Oh, awesome. He very easily could be hallucinating as the plane is going down. Right. Oh, you think it's a hallucination of his own? Well, what do you think it is? I thought it was simply some sort of this is what society would love to have happened, is that our hero wins in the end, that the plane doesn't get shot or does get it's sort of like we're seeing what the guy is telling us. The guy is telling us I think my man is still alive out there. Yeah. And this is kind of like what he would hope would actually happen as a result of his video getting out and seeing this. Like I said, it's society's hope of what could possibly happen. I mean, based on Hollywood and stuff like that, I think there's a very good chance that this is a real
this is real. Like what we're seeing is what actually happens.
Yeah.
He gets out and leads a revolution and kills the big bad guy and blah, blah. Because this is, if that didn't happen, then I already forgotten his name. Killian would have died. He must be dead. And they're just assuming or making up this headcanon because we see him kill Killian. There's a difficult word to say.
Yes, it is.
So we have to assume that if that's not the reality or if we're just seeing what the guy says, wouldn't this be great? I assume Killian is actually dead.
Wait, Killian
the producer
is Josh Brolin?
Josh Brolin, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
okay.
Presumably he must be dead. It does seem like the plane didn't actually crash into the building also because they did say it'd get shot down before it could do that. So my guess is it's probably real.
The only reason that I could see it not being real is because so much of this movie is about what is real and what is fabricated in the media.
Sure.
Like throughout the whole thing, you see examples of deep fake and AI.
That's kind of a disappointing ending, though, if that's the case, because then it's like, and then it just keeps going.
Right.
Like he did all this and the revolution happened, but also it just keeps happening.
It just keeps going on and on and on. But the other thing is like, you're right, because it could be a really downer ending. Because the other thing is his family may be dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Josh Brolin was like, we killed your family. And that might be true. But also that might not be true.
Yeah.
Like there's no telling. The lies go so deep in this.
Yes.
That there's no telling what is real and what is not. And when it is, I don't even believe that they necessarily, like they show at the end his family shopping in a grocery store and now everything's better because he died, but they actually paid her the money. And I'm like, I don't even believe they pay the money.
Yeah.
Like, why would this network who make a promise to essentially a dead man and say for like every hunter you kill, you get an extra $100,000. And if you make it, you get $1 billion and everything. And it's like, why would you, if that guy dies, why would you pay his family anything? Like, why would you even shell out the money? What are they going to do? Come back and say that you didn't give the money? Like you own the media.
What are you going to do? Sue the company? You're dead.
You're dead. And the family aren't going to come out because even if they did, they own the media that the company that the family would come to and say like they didn't pay the money.
Well, also they might be dead.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's another reason to kill the family.
They could just kill the family every single time. It does get into one of those. That is the one interesting thing. And again, maybe this is why this is such an Edgar Wright movie, because it itself is such a head case of a movie. As I was watching this, I was going, I don't know where the lie stops and starts in any of this.
Yeah.
Every time there was a twist where they would go, we want you to live because because of ratings or whatever. Yeah. It's like, but why do you care? Like,
and as soon as you see how well they fabricate things and how authentic they can make someone look saying whatever they want, it's like, well, anything's awful. Anything's fair game now. Yeah. Like anything's possible. Yeah, exactly.
This really becomes where it's like, I don't see how he's going to get out of this.
Exactly. And I do wish, though, that I was kind of hoping for, once I saw the plane go down, I was kind of hoping for more like a V for Vendetta ending. Mm-hmm. That's like, okay, we lost our martyr, but he did his job. Right. And now it's up to the people, and we see the people rise up and overthrow this like
Which
government.
Is why I think it's possible that ending is a fantasy.
Yeah, maybe.
That the people want to believe that this martyr is still alive, and so maybe it's half real and half fake, as in the events that happen in the studio actually happen, but the guy that shoots Killian at the end is not Glenn Powell. Yeah. It's just some guy. Yeah. But he is looking up and thinking like the ghost of this man. Yeah. I caused
because this. Glenn Powell, Ben Richards, is the ideal, is the mission, right? What do they call him something? He's the instigator or something like that?
Yeah. No, it's the initiator.
He's the initiator, something like that. Yeah. And because he's the initiator, he is metaphorically moving through all of these people who are doing this.
Right. Exactly.
Well, that's all I have to say about that. It's a good movie.
It's so good. It's really good.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been a while since we've hit a movie where like, this is so good.
I know. Yeah. I mean, if anyone was going to do it, Edgar Wright was going to do it, you know?
That's true. That's really true.
It's fantastic.
It's really good.
It's not perfect for me, but it's up there, man. It's real good.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Lee Pace.
Oh yeah, shit. I didn't even. It's funny too because they made a whole big deal out of revealing him, and I was like, oh, it's going to be some celebrity. I thought maybe Tom Cruise or something like that, and then I was like, I do not know this person. And then I looked in the credits and I was like, oh, Lee Pace. I'm just not that familiar with Lee. I've seen him in a couple movies. Yeah.
But he's usually, and he's usually in some sort of makeup or something like that.
Right. Yeah. The main thing I know him from is Guardians of the Galaxy, where he's covered in blue paint.
Right. It's so worth it. Like you said, the whole cast is like really, really strong.
Yeah.
Everyone down to
I think the wife is one of the best actors.
I was just going to say that.
She's so good.
She's really good. She's got like 2 scenes and she's fantastic. Yep. You know,
she's in something else
too. The kid is great. I think the coughing kid is fantastic. Oh, yeah. So, you know.
That is not. It turns out you can't just write running man wife into Google
and get what you wanted
and get what you're looking for. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me find. I actually did a thing that I nearly came here with like the worst notes because I went to IMDb and it's like Glenn Powell is Ben Richards. Let me find it. And then Alyssa Ben and then Sienna Ben. And they play Kathy Richards and Kathy Richards. But I just skimmed it and I was like, oh, one of these was the mom. And I opened up both of them and I was like, man, the wife hasn't been in anything. Like the mom, she's never been in. This is her second movie. And then I was like, oh, no, it's 2 different actors playing the baby.
Yeah, there it is.
There she is. Jamie Lawson. I looked her up and there was something else that I was like, oh shit, Sinners.
She's in Sinners.
She was in Sinners. She was Pearline. She's the young woman. She's also in The Batman.
She is?
She plays Bella Real. I don't know who that is.
I have not seen The Batman since we saw The Batman.
She's also in The Woman King, which I wanted to see because it looked real good, but I did not get around to it. She's also in The Penguin as the same character.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I still have not watched The Penguin, and yet I hear it's fantastic.
I know. I gotta get on that.
There's a lot of things you got to get on.
Bro, The Batman was her second project. What are we doing with our lives?
I don't know.
This.
That's the problem.
Yeah, fucking this. All right. You ready to move on to the reading assignment?
Yeah, let's go on to the reading assignment.
Chris?
Yes?
This week's reading assignment is about Hazel, a young dropout sowing chaos across her community and constantly getting into trouble. You can tell Hazel lives in Canada because if she was in the U.S., she'd be working in the White House by now. Ho ho! Until they found out she's a witch and gay and Filipino and a woman and has non-binary friends, but at least her skin is a shade of orange. Now, usually the only witch I'm interested in is a sandwich. Am I right? I have a problem. But enough about my eating disorder. What did you think about this week's reading assignment, Witch Hazel by Colton Fox and Beige Blum?
Let me ask you this before I get into this. Where did you find this?
You always need to know. I'm always trying to give a completely unbiased, just regular off the right out of the gate opinion on something, and you always need to know. I found it. It was in a group. It was some guy. Some guy made this.
Some guy made this?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and you asked like any good comics?
No. So this guy was in this group. And I just happened to see a post that he made that was like, hey, everybody, I made this comic. If you could help support it, that'd be great. And I was interested in it, but I didn't have a job.
Right.
But then I went on the website way in the future, and I had saved up a little bit of money from unemployment, and they had a PDF for sale for like $5. And I was like, okay, I could probably do that. And so I downloaded it, and I was like, oh, I'll make this the reading assignment. I did check as well, because part of me was like, was this guy in this comic book movie group did he just join this to like hawk his comic or whatever, right? And I checked and no, he's been a contributor of that group for a long time. And so I was like, okay, I feel pretty good about helping this dude out. His name's Colton Fox. Okay. And he's been just sort of like guerrilla style trying to get this thing off the ground for what seems like a pretty long time now. What we read was actually the 3rd issue, which I didn't realize at the time, but I've seen him talk in interviews about how his goal is to make it kind of like the old style comics where like you could pick it up wherever. Right. And also more of a like, like Seinfeld where like you can come in at any point. And if you do read it in order, in the case of Seinfeld, watch it in order there is a continuity there, but it's not necessary to understand and appreciate the single episode.
Got it. The reason I ask is this is delightful.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's really good. And I'll be honest, like, did not have high expectations for this.
Yeah.
And then I read this and I was like, this is so much fun. It's a lot of fluff and it's a lot of nothing in all the best ways.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a lot of fun.
Oh, by the way, we should mention the third issue is called The Witch Hazel Variety Hour. That's the specific issue we're reading.
Yeah.
I tried to find the others, and they're very hard to find, with, you know, obviously, because one, it's Canadian, and two, it's such a small independent creator.
Right.
And this one, I think the other two are probably one issue, like one story. This one is like more of a little bit here, a little bit there. There's like a 1-page story about a pigeon that is one of my personal fucking favorite things I've ever read.
Yeah.
There's Mid-Apple Times, the one where she gets shrunk for a donut. There's like the blood sucking boy. It's a bunch of different little stories.
Yeah. And I gotta say, honestly, what's his name? What's the guy's name?
Colton Fox.
Colton, if you're listening to this variety hour format, this should be every issue. Like, I would read. I
don't know, though, because you haven't read the others and I wouldn't read the others. I'm trying to find them.
That's fair. But this is so much fun. Like, the variety hour issue is so much fun.
I think what he's trying to do is make each one, because I've seen him, like I said, I saw him in interviews talk about this. He's trying to make each one fresh and interesting. And so, like, doing this every issue, I think would get boring after a while. So, like, I appreciate that what he's doing is sort of kind of shifting it around every issue.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the characters in this are so much fun. Hazel is so great. I mean, all of her friends are fantastic.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this and you're like, what is this and should I pick it up? If you are a fan, speaking of people who are Canadian, if you're a fan of Scott Pilgrim.
The very first note I have on here is, this is if Brian Lee O'Malley wrote Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
You will love this.
Yeah.
It is so good. Speaking of an Edgar Wright, you know, property. Oh my God. It is so Edgar Wright. It's so Scott Pilgrim, Brian Lee O'Malley. It feels so connected to that.
Yeah.
Like, this is a spiritual cousin of that.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. It is a lot of nothing. And like I said, it's a lot of nothing in all the best ways. You know, especially this variety hour format of just like little snippets of things. It's very random. There's a mid-comics puzzle for no reason at all, which is great. It's so fantastic. Like, I actually got to that and it was like, you know, mid-comic puzzle. And I was like, I felt such a sense of accomplishment because I made it to the midpoint.
Like an activity book.
Yeah, it was great. It was so good. The art in this is really nice. You know, it's nothing like, you're not going to be like, breathtaking.
It's very Scott Pilgrim. It's very Brian Lee O'Malley.
Pilgrim, and it fits
bright colors, easy sketching, easy line work.
It fits the world so perfectly that, you know, artist and writer are definitely working in harmony here really, really well. I can't say enough good things about this. Like, I got done with it and I was like, that was so fun. It's such a breath of fresh air.
As soon as I finished reading, I have a browser window open on my laptop downstairs that has maybe 30 or 40 tabs open that are just me trying to find more copies of this.
Yeah.
The publisher has 2 of 4. There's like a one shot. Also, I don't know how that fits into everything. Here's another thing. Colton, if you're listening, you'll be hearing from me because I want to get you on the show. Yeah. I'm a big fan.
I would love to talk to this guy.
Yeah. So I'm trying to find this. I also would like to get him to sign them if that's at all possible, but we'll see. Yeah. Because, you know, he lives in another fucking country for some reason. Yeah. I immediately started looking for more. I don't know why the publisher only has a PDF of the 3rd issue and not the other 2.
I would love to read more of this.
Me too,
I would love
man.
To see,
it looks like they have this one at the Strand. So I might go and try to find it and buy it just to support him. Okay. I've been trying to call around. It's funny because they were like, I went on the publisher's site and it was like, these are the comic book places near you that will sometimes order from us. And the first one that I saw was the Strand. So I found it that they have it on their website. So I called them, and the very first thing their fucking like phone maze says, you know, it's like, hi, thank you for calling the Strand. Right. It fucking says, we are not accepting phone call inquiries at this time.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, thanks. And then the second one was JHU Comics, which was one I used to hit up all the time because it's next to where I used to work.
Right.
And it's permanently closed.
Oh, that's.
And I was like, okay, so I'm like trying to fucking find it. I did find it, and I shouldn't even say this unless I'm planning on, maybe I'll buy it before this episode goes live. But I did find a comic shop in Toronto that has all three of them that also ships.
Ooh.
So I might try to do that. It's $20 flat shipping. So I'll end up paying like fucking $60 for it or something, but whatever,
you know
fine.
What? This is like 52 pages.
Yeah.
It's not like each. So that's basically like 2 comics worth of comics.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal, dude.
Yeah, $60, that's not bad.
And listening to Colton talk about the amount of creativity and imagination that went into this is fascinating to me. Because one of the things he talks about as well is he was like, I watched him take out a bunch of papers. Like he took out like a bunch of 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper, and he took out a stack, folded them in half, and was like, okay, so this is how I make a comic. You need the cover to be one thing. You need the inside cover to be, really good in case someone's flipping through it. But you also need, when you go straight to the middle where the staples are, you need that to be really good because that's where it's going to fold open. That's where it's going to just like fall open when someone's looking. So you need that to be really interesting too. And then everything else in between all of that is
Can
like interesting. It's character work. And like, as you read it, it's the stuff that actually builds momentum, but everything else on there has to be really flashy and big and bright. And I was like, oh man, this is stuff I've never thought of before.
Wow. That's really smart.
Yeah. His books also come with like sticker sheets, and like this one came with a coupon.
That's what I mean. I love that he plays with, I'm going to assume it's a him, right?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
The artist is she, they, so you can use either, but
okay. But I love that he plays with, especially in this one. I don't know about the others, but I would assume at least someone in the others, just the format that is a comic book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when he
takes full advantage of this medium.
Yes. That's a great way of putting it. He does. He takes full advantage of the medium. And I love when you get a writer that is deft enough to be able to do that. It's such a high level.
Yeah.
And that's what this is.
Yeah. Without sacrificing momentum, right?
Yeah.
Like story momentum. And like, it's even beyond all of that. It's just a fun ride.
It's so fun. It's just a lot of fun.
I agree with you. I really can't say enough good things about this. The story work is there because it's an interesting story with interesting characters that I want to know more about. And I'm curious what their lives are like. And I want to see how they interact with each other and with the world around them. And then beyond that, the vessel in which it's delivered is also just like incredibly creative, unique, interesting, fascinating, and just a joy to look at and experience, right. Even if the story was bad, which it isn't. It's great. And I do want to talk a little bit about the artwork as well. Beige Blum does a great job. One of the reasons I want to have Colton Fox on this is to just sort of like, I want to ask him, I just want to like play him a part of one of the interviews I saw him do and go, is this true? Because from the sound of it, he did this like thing for charity that I'm sure if we get him on, he'll talk all about, and then found another artist. It was an art, like people were doing art for this charity, basically, to auction off or to sell off or something to raise money. And he found this other artist there, and he really liked what she was able to do. And just like sort of went to her and was like, hey, I want to work with you and I want to make a comic, but I don't really know what to make. And the two of them just kind of made it together. That's great. And you can feel the synergy of that. And that's what I mean. Absolutely. Another thing, speaking of it being Canadian, it feels very much like a saga, like Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Apple. Nope. Fiona Staples. I almost did it. I almost did it myself. Yeah, but it feels very much like that kind of tag team where I think Brian K. Vaughan once said that, he was planning on killing Lion Cat. And Fiona Staples was like, if you hand me I guess it's not a script, but whatever it is, the dialogue saying that Lion Cat dies, I will draw him surviving. Like, I'm not doing, that's not happening. Right. He said that she's been very helpful and, there are a lot of characters of color in that, in Saga and stuff like that. And she's been very helpful in sort of guiding a lot of that stuff. And Colton Fox said something similar as well, which is Beige Blum is, I think she said, half Filipino, and so is Hazel. And so Colton Fox, this like very white man who's now married to a woman. Congrats, Colton. So I don't want to presume straight or LGBTQ, whatever, but this guy who is certainly straight passing, white, sort of regular looking heteronormative guy is writing these very interesting and diverse characters. And we have Beige Blum sort of helping out And I think I saw him in an interview say, you know, thankfully, he's like, I told her I want her to tell me if anything feels off or weird in that area. And she hasn't said anything yet. So I must be doing OK.
Yeah.
And I agree.
You are. I agree as well. It's great. It works so well together, the art and the story.
Yeah, it's super cohesive. The interesting thing that I want to ask him about, too, is it looks very much like a lot of his art. Like he's an artist as well. So if you go on his website, and everybody should, coltonthefox.com, I think, or you can search Colton Fox art and I'm sure it'll come up. He has a lot of artwork that looks very similar to this. It's very fascinating to see. He also has artwork that looks very, very different from this and is very interesting. He has a bunch of other comics as well, including one called like Doodle Duck. That reminds me, I don't know if anyone listening ever saw the old Cyanide and Happiness Depressing Comics Week, where like 1 week a year, Cyanide and Happiness releases comics every day that are just sad and not funny. And Doodle Duck feels like it's just a guy who's like, oh man, I'm starving. And his friend's like, didn't you get a bunch of money for Christmas? And he's like, yeah, but my parents took it to buy alcohol or something. Like, what is this? It's just like the saddest shit.
I'm also looking at coltonthefox.com right now.
Great.
So good. Yeah. Yeah. I do see what you mean.
Yeah, his stuff's really good. I think there's even a shop page on there, but it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm like just I want to support him as much as I can. They had on the publishing site, they had a bundle that had all of the comics and like stickers and buttons. And I was like, oh, I want this. And it's sold out. And I'm like, well, eat shit, Andrew. You should have had a job, you fucking bum.
Yay, you loser.
Yeah.
This is, I can't say enough good things about it.
If you're listening in Canada, go to Toronto. I saw it at the Beguiling, which is a very famous comic shop in Toronto that I've actually been to.
Okay.
And that's where I'm ordering it from. So if I don't order the only 3, if I don't order the last 3, it's still there. Go get it.
Yeah. Or hit this guy up and just be like, get your comic published so I can buy it.
He actually has said, like, if you can't find it, let me know and I'll hook you up. So that is an option as well.
Hit up this guy and let's get this going, because this is such a great comic.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely one, like, again, whenever you're looking for those comics where someone's like, I want to get in comics and I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a great little, like, hand them this and be like, listen, maybe this isn't going to hook you onto other stuff, but this will be fun.
This is also a good one for middle school and up. Yep. Like if you got kids.
This is a really great one.
This is a great one. It's just like what I said. Brian Lee O'Malley writing Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
100%.
Here. Yeah. So Silver Sprocket is also the publisher of this. So you can check on their website. Hopefully they'll be... they have some of them available. I forget which ones, and the ones that are out of stock, hopefully they'll replenish soon. There is a notify me when this comes into stock button, which I've selected for both of them. So you can do that as well. And that is silversprocket.net. They are sold out of I have it written down here. If only I had been smart enough to know that I wrote it already. Yeah. They are sold out of the first and second issue, but you don't need to read those first. You can get the PDF of the third one. It's seamless. You don't need to read the others.
I thought this was the first one.
I did as well. I wasn't sure. Yeah. But yeah, look around local comic shops, call your local comic shops, see if they can get it in. I think that helps support local artists as well. So, if there's demand, they'll publish it. Amazon, I've written here in parentheses, if you must, has this one that we read as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, just I can't recommend this enough. Give it a read.
Totally worth it.
All right, what's my fucking reading assignment?
All right, your fucking reading assignment this week. So actually, I wanted to hip you to something that's going on right now that is in a current run.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Is it Absolute Martian Manhunter?
No, but you're close.
Oh.
Why?
Because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about that, and I immediately downloaded it to read later.
No, your reading assignment is Absolute Batman.
Oh, sick.
So the first volume.
Is that where Batman just drinks a bunch of Absolute?
Yes.
Is that a vodka?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Or it's the most absolute Batman. The Batman you've been seeing is like 50% Batman.
Yes.
This is like absolute Batman.
Yeah, Absolute Batman, Volume 1, The Zoo.
The what?
The Zoo.
Like with animals?
Yep.
Great. It's just him hanging out for 75 pages. Eating peanuts.
It's him 75 pages punching a zebra.
Oh God. I thought just like hanging out at the zoo, like just looking at the animals. No, it
starts off that way.
Yeah.
And then it gets bad, real bad for the animals.
Punching a penguin. And then at the end he goes, wait, this isn't the penguin.
It's just all the penguins.
It's just a penguin.
It's just, yeah. He punts it into the air like a football.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's real bad.
I thought he was just like hanging out with the bats.
Nope. eats one.
Oh, God.
Like Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
Just bites the head right off.
R.I.P. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm. He's doing a lot of meth.
Doing a lot of meth. You're welcome, Batman. COVID-laced meth.
You got your package in the mail.
Yep. All right. So that's your reading assignment. Should we get out of here?
Yeah, we should probably get out of here. What?
Hey, Andrew.
What?
Hey, Andrew.
What?
Where can they find us?
Well, they can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Pandora, SoundCloud.com/The Media Lunch Break. If you want to listen to our episodes as soon as they go live every Tuesday morning, you can also find us at The Media Lunch Break on Blue Sky, Instagram, or TikTok. You can check out our YouTube. That's youtube.com/The Media Lunch Break. We still got the Mission Impossible videos coming out, and not a single fucking one of you is watching. That's probably not true. It's got some views. So I appreciate all the people who are watching it. And if you aren't watching it, fuck you.
Yeah.
Get over there. Get over to youtube.com/The Media Lunch Break. Support our channel, because I never make videos. If you want us to make videos like this, the best way to do that,
you got to support the channel.
Best way to do it is to head over to the YouTube channel, click the like button, watch the video, make sure you're subscribed. We also have merch on spring. You can find that by heading over to our Blue Sky at The Media Lunch Break. In the very top post there is a link to our merch. Check us out on Patreon at patreon.com/The Media Lunch Break. They've started a new thing that I need to look into. It's on my list of things to do called, I think they're called Quips. And it's a way to, like, it seems like Patreon is going to have a feed.
Okay.
So you can send things out to people who are on Patreon, but are not necessarily your patrons. To be like, hey, look at all the stuff we have.
Interesting.
Come over here.
Interesting.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
I got to look into that.
Okay.
You can also send us an email at themedialunchbreak@gmail.com. I was going to say, Colton, if you're listening, send us an email, but more likely I'm going to contact you somehow. You can also visit our website, which is www.themedialunchbreak.com. Give us a rating and reviewing on iTunes, SoundCloud, or YouTube. And last but not least, special thank you to Julie.
Thanks, Julie.
Who, I don't know, something about meth.
There you go. You're so high right now.
Yeah, man. High on life and meth.
Like Andrew said, you can leave a rating and a review, and you can leave it right in app. It really does help people find the podcast. If you leave a 5-star rating, so be sure to do that in your app of choice. As always, if you leave a 5-star rating, you can leave whatever type of review you want in the review box. It does not matter. So this week, if you leave a 5-star rating, just let me know. Anybody need some COVID meth out there?
Just say yes or no.
Yes, just put yes or no. Just put meth or no.
Yeah. Got it covered.
Got it covered.
I'm covered in it.
Yep. This has been The Running Man and Witch Hazel. Next week is going to be the best damn day of the week, the Tuesday News Day.
Oh, the Tuesday News Day, yeah.
And then after that, okay, we got our choice. I think I know what we're going to choose, but we have a choice. We could do Stranger Things Season 5, the first however many episodes, or Knives Out.
When does Rental Family come out?
As of this recording, tomorrow.
Because that's an option too.
That is an option as well.
Isn't your friend writing that?
Yes, he is the co-writer on Rental Family.
And you don't want to do that?
I do.
Wow, what a dick.
I mean, I thought about it. Let me put it that way. But it's up to you.
I feel like Knives Out. When does Knives Out come out?
Knives Out comes out.
Knives Out, Dead Man.
It comes out the 26th, I believe. Let me see if that's when it streams. Hold on. Or if that's when it comes out in theaters. Released on Netflix. Oh, it's released on Netflix December 12th.
Well, not that then.
No.
How many episodes of Stranger Things are going to be out?
Episodes 1 through 4, November 26th.
So the same day as Wake Up Dead Man, just
yes,
in theaters.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
I don't know. Do you have a preference between Stranger Things and Rental Family?
Do you want to see Rental Family? Obviously, for biased reasons.
Because you are married to Brendan Fraser.
Because I'm married to Brendan Fraser. Let me think about it.
Okay.
Let me think about it.
Tentative nothing.
I mean, I'm definitely seeing this movie.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see this movie. Yeah. I don't know if I can see it in theaters or not. I really want to go because I want to support my friend.
Brendan Fraser. It's a weird way to refer to your husband, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I married him. He's my best friend.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Our love is very sweet.
Oh.
Okay.
He's your friend and Brazer?
My Brendan Frenzer?
Your breast friend? Friend. No, I don't like that happened.
I don't like any of this. I don't like any of it.
Let's just move on.
Let's move on. We'll figure something
it'll
out.
be one of those. Because, I agree with you. Stranger Things might be better for this show.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's more up our alley.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
But also that means fewer people will be talking about the other one.
It's true. That's true. Oh, or we could talk about Wicked.
I don't want to do that.
Okay. All right. I'm just throwing it out there.
I know you guys are going to see it like 6 times.
Yeah. My kid has a birthday party he's got to go to see it.
He's already a musical theater nerd.
Yeah. He's probably gay.
A little dweeb.
Anyway.
I'm going to give him a swirly next time I see him. What are we talking about? We'll talk about something.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, we've got the Tuesday Newsday in between to figure it out. To see how we feel. All right. Yeah, we didn't pick a reading assignment before, and now it's Witch Hazel, and that one ended up being great.
That was fantastic. Yeah. That was amazing. So yeah. So whatever we decide in Absolute Batman. And listen, the point is this, people. If you're listening to this and you're like, guys, for the love of God, make a decision for once in your fucking life.
In fact, make this decision. Tell us which decision to make.
Exactly. If you got something for us, send it over to us. All right. If you have a reading assignment, you read something and you're like, guys, this is what you need to be reading right here. Send it over to us. All right. If you're a creator, right? Like Coleman and you're like Colton, darn, because we were talking about Coleman in
Domingo,
the movie.
Yeah. Coleman Domingo wrote this.
He did.
He's Canadian.
If you're a creator like Colton, all right, and you wrote a comic or you shot a pilot or you made a film.
Or if you're Brendan Fraser's wife and you think we should see this.
Why am I the wife?
No, I'm his actual wife.
Oh, okay.
I'm outside of the joke now. I assume he's married to a woman, if he's married at all. I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know,
He's got kids. Okay. That's what I know. The point is, send it over to us. We'll talk about it. You want us to put eyes on it, ears on it. We'll talk about it on the air, on the mic. We'll put you on the mic. You can talk about it your own damn self. Okay.
God willing.
Wait, hold on. No, that's not what I just did that part. Hold on. I'm off my meds now. And
off your meth now?
Yep. I'm off my meth now. And I'm going through withdrawal.
You need a list. I have a list of all the shit that I say.
It usually just rattles right off.
Yeah, I know. You can't count on that, man.
Oh, man.
Your brain's getting old.
It is. It's getting old and methy.
Your brain didn't Fraser.
Yeah. Nope. Don't like it.
Your brain.
Still don't like it. Still don't like this. Okay? Don't like that. Other than that, that's it. Okay? That's all there is. Look at that. There wasn't a thing.
Wasn't a thing.
And now there's a thing.
There's some kind of thing.
Something. It's turned it into something. Sometimes it goes so long it rots.
Yeah.
All right? But there's a thing nonetheless. Yeah. All right? So if you're listening to this, go out and make a thing.
Go make a thing.
Go make a thing. All right? Other than that, that's it. I'm done. That's all I got. Sometimes I think it's great when it just falls apart at the end.
Yeah.
We're chugging along like a locomotive and then the wheels come off. And it just is funny to me. That's why I don't make a list.
The wheels came off because a meth head stole the hubcaps.
Yeah.
Is that the end?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Do you have something else you'd like to say?
Yes, I went and put my finger to my lips and a little box popped up that said recording music. And I was like, what? What is this?
How's that text thread going? Anything fun?
No.
You just have a lot of meth orders?
It's something about a Friendsgiving. Okay, I don't know, man.
Friendsins giving? Friendins.
Fuck out of this house with this.